being #1 obviously is pretty cool. Things like the first time you do a major concert. Hammersmith Odeon for me was a big deal. I used to, when I was in a band, in a little punk band, we would drive in and out of London to do our gigs and so on. And every time we drive past Hammersmith Odeon, this little van, and little miniature Honda things, you know, bands like the road, and we'd always go past and go, one day, you know. And then when you actually get there, it's so cool. You know, your first autograph, you remember that, all that sort of thing. If you've been sort of interested in music and flow music all your life, and then when it finally gets to be your turn, there are many things that you remember, you know, when you were a fan, and that make it even more enjoyable than just being there. The only reason we hang on to the aeroplane in a difficult moment is because it got so much promotion, but I couldn't really afford it, so I had to go out and do loads and loads of air shows to earn enough money just to pay for the airplane. So it did pay for itself, but I loved doing it, so it was one of the better things that was going on, really. Somebody asked me this the other day, how come as your private life has got happier, your music has got darker? It would appear being married won't make any difference because we've been together for 5 years in the same situation as this, so all we have now is a ring, really. I'm not used to rings, I never wear rings. I wore a knuckle ring on stage last year, but that's about it. Never worn rings at all, it's so weird. And it's such a great big fat thing, I can't show my fingers properly. It needs to be too big, look. I've got to get it sorted out. This is Gemma's idea, she found a picture of it. Gemma is that voice of encouragement that someone that works on their own needs every once in a while. I'm not going to be bitchy about it, even though there's a tiny element of my brain that wants to be. I'm going to enjoy it. Because sure, there's a backlash on its way, bound to be. People want to say that I was very clever and I was very influential and I did all these things. And if it's true, if I did have this influence on people, then I'm very grateful for them saying so. You know, because for a long time to say something nice about me was a sure way of getting a bad review, you know, for your own next album. So it is nice, and I am grateful, and I am enjoying it, and I've never been particularly credible before, and it's a new experience, and it's good. It's nice to go somewhere and people go, oh, hey, rather than the Fringe Electric has got a guitar in it. People don't realise, and this was it. And oh, I was ripped off, right? I bought this from Tempo's in Ealing, and my dad did it for me. And my mate, Gary Stevenson, I went to school with Gary Stevenson, you know, he's a Go West producer, or was a Go West producer. He's a very clever man. And he bought the Gibson Story, and he read in there that every so often, if there's a vague flaw on them somewhere, they still put them out, but he stamped a number 2 in the top, and it's called a second. And we were going, ha 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 ha, wouldn't it be funny, Gary? Because I was the only kid in this book that had a Gibson, if yours was a second. And I went, ha ha, yeah, wouldn't it? And it bloody well is. Look at that. I got home, and there it is, there's a number 2 stamped on it, which means there's a flaw in it, and I should have got it really cheap. But I had a gold top before this, and the house got burgled, and they stole it. And I went to see them in court, because they caught them, and the man went to court with my jeans on.
Can we get him?
I could have got you and we get Stuart.
Probably.
Not worthy.